Good everyone, my name is Graphics. In this video, we want to reproduce the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen, and we want to draw the curve of intersection, and also we want to draw the development of that figure. Now if you look at the figure is representing a square prism, two square prism that is joined together, right? If you look at the one coming in, this particular one, let's call it the prism A, the square prism A, and this should be the square prism what? B. So the A is intersecting B at an angle of what? 60 degree, right? And we want to look for the curve of intersection, or we'll call it the interpenetrating arc, right? And also after we are done, we will now reproduce what? The development of what? Of the B, as in the square prism B, right? Now, what you're going to do here is this. You first of all draw your horizontal line this way, right? So let me just come here and put it here. First of all, draw your horizontal line this way, or better still, I'll draw the horizontal line this way. You can see that. And we're told that the distance from of each of these sides of this square is given as 35. That is why you're seeing this square in front of what? 35, right? So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to draw a vertical line here, also a vertical line this way, a vertical line this way also. And at this point, I'll pick up my compass, right? And I'm going to draw each of this figure. The first one, I'll take my 45-degree set square, right? Because the square has all its angle at 90 degree. So I'll take my 45-degree set square and I'll place it this way. Then I'll draw 2 points. This is the first one. And I'll come here also. I'll do this too. This is the second one here, right? Now I'll now take my meter rule. I will now measure 35, since each of the sides is 35. I'll measure 35 on my meter rule this way. You can see that this is 35, right? And I'll place it at this end here. I'll mark 35 and also mark 35, right? I'll place it here too. I'll mark 35 and also what? Mark 35. So I will now draw them. I'll tick in them as shown in the figure above. I'll tick in them. So from this point to this point will be taken this way, and also from this point to this point will be taken this way. And also from this point will be taken this way. And also from this point to this point taken this way. Right, so that is the top. I will call that the plan of the prism that you're seeing. Now the next thing I am going to do is that I will project each of those points down this way, and also project this point down this way, right? So at any given radius, I'll just draw a line from here, any given radius at all. I'll just draw this way. Sorry. So I'll just connect this to this. You can see that. And the height given here is given to be 90, right? So I'm going to measure 90 from this point. From this point to this point is 90. So I'll measure 90 here. You can see that. So when I do that, I'll just stick in that point. From this 90 I measured to this point here, I'll tick in it, right? And I'll close it up this way. Right? You measure the height from here. I've shown you a diagram. Diagram from here to here is given to be what? 10 millimeter. I'm going to measure 10 here. So take my meter rule and I'm going to measure 10. This is 0 and this is what? 10, right? In which I am going to what? Take in. Can you see that? Then I'll take my set square. I'll project it at an angle of what? Angle of 60. Is that taken? I'll project an angle of 60 this manner. When I say angle of 60 means that I'm taking my initial position as the vertical. So I'm coming from 0 to what? To 60, right? Because normally this is my angle 30 on my set square. Is that taken now? Now the next thing I'm going to do is measure 60 on this line as shown in the diagram set from here to here, given as what? 60 degree. So I'm going to measure the 60 at that point here. So this will be 0 to what? To 60. Can see that? And I'm going to take in it. Here we have there. Now since I projected here with 60 at an angle of 60, that means the angle from here to here, look at what I'm showing you. The angle from here to here, from this point to this point, if you're coming from the horizontal, here is what? Is 30 degree. That is, if you're coming from the horizontal, this is my 0 degree. Is that okay now? You're moving from here to 30. But since I said here to here is 60, means I'm coming from the vertical. So this is my 0 to what? To 60. Is that okay now? So since we projected there with what? With 60, we must get here with what? With 30. Or will I say you project here with what? 30, depending on what you want. But when you're solving the question and you see they put 60 here, it means that they're taking the initial position as the vertical. So we are going clockwise, right? Clockwise from 0 to what? To 60. But if you now see them putting 30 here, means you are going anti-clockwise from 0, 30, and so on and so forth. So if I place it here, I'll use the other one to get my angle 90, because if I use 30 to project here, I must use what? I must use 60 to get this angle here to make it 90. If I use 60 here, I must use here to be what? To be 30. The aim is for it to make it to be what? Perpendicular 90 degree, right? Now the other thing you do is the distance from here to here in the question is given to be what? 50. So if you look at it, it's the same square prism. So if I measure from here to here, it's also 50, right? So they are the same. So I'll just come here, I'll just measure 50 in this manner. So this is 50 here. From 0 to here is 50. You can see that. So for 50, we know it is 25. Right? So I'll just close it up. From this point, I'll close it up from here. I'll just close it up to touch here. And also, I'll close it up to touch here. And I'm also going to what? Close it up to. Now, this is what we have here. Now we're not done. We still have to bring out this plan here. All right. So you have to bring out the plan is not complete. So what I'll just do is I'll just project here up, right? I'll just do what? I'll project here up this way, and also project here up this way. And the center here you're seeing, this the center here you're seeing is 25, which I've already marked, but I can just do that again. From 0 to 5, this 25, right? So this is the center here. So I'll take it up. All good. So what we're simply doing here, I'll close it up too. This is a square prism. Then what I'm actually doing here is this. I'll just take this to this point, because it's the same figure. And similarly, if you look at it, it's from here to here 50 automatically. I'll do the same thing here, just mark from here to here. I'll place at the center and I'll mark up 50 and mark down 50. So it's the same thing here. So I'll just take this. Can you see that? So I'll take this one here to this point. And I'll take this one here to this point. Right? So what I'll just do is I'll just join, I'll show you in diagram. Join from here to this point. Also from here to this point. Also from here to this point. Also from here to this point. Right? Then I'll close it up. And here up to. You see that? So when you're looking at it from the top, you'll be seeing this here, right? And I'll just join from here to here. I'll just close it up to this point here. So looking from the top. So this is the plan that we have here, right? So what I'll just simply do here is this. I'm going to project all those points downward. All those points, I'll project them downward in this manner. Project them downward, right? So if you look at this, do here too, they're all square prism. So you just come here and stop here. So what I constructed, I'll draw this here. So we have two incoming. What I'll just do now is I want to get I've reproduced the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen. And the next thing I want to do is to draw the curve of what? Intersection, the interpenetrating arc, right? So what I'll simply do is I'll project this way, upward, right? I'll project that this way upward. So once I've done that, then the next thing I'll be doing is I'll just draw an inclined line this way on this point. You can see that. And I'll take my compass. I'll take, since I have from here to here, let me just bring this out first of all. I'll close it up. So I'll take my compass, I'll place it from this point to this point, and I'll mark here, right? So that's what we have. So I'll just join from this point to this point here, faint line. Also from this point to this point here, faint line. Is that taken? So what I'll simply do here is this. I'm going to name them. So I can easily name it here to be, here we'll give my 0, I'll have 1, 0, 1, right? And here also will be what? 0, 1, 0, 1. Is that taken? So if we are to get the curve of intersection here, is that taken? So let's see where 0 meets 0 is here. There's point 0. This is another 0 again, meeting at this point here, point 0. Then where 1 meets 1, at this point here, this is what? 1. So I'll just take my meter rule, and I'm going to join together from here to here, and also from here to here. Can see that? Then I'll just connect this straight ahead to touch here. That again. So I've gotten the curve of intersection. The next thing is, like I said, is the development. This is the pipe A, prism A, and what? The prism B. So I want to develop the prism B, right? So if I'm doing that, this is what I am going to be having here. I'm going to project this way, and I'll project this way. You can see that? So when I've done that, I'll just draw any vertical line here at any given distance, as long as it's not touching this figure. I'll just draw it this way. Then I'll start. I'll be taking this. That taking. So I'm starting with what? With 0. If I start with 0, I'll move each of this division here, either this or this, any of them I want to take, right? So any of the two divisions. So I'm taking this, and I'm going to come here, from here to here, and I'll place it here. I'll mark 1 is 0, 1, 0, another 0. Then we have this, right? Then another one again. So again, I'm having, so we'll start 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Then remain one more last one. So this is what we have here. Start from 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So to complete a closed loop, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So where you start from, you're going to end there. And what I will then do is I will now project all this point upward this way. I'll project this upward this way. And also this upward this way. And also project this upward this way. You can see that? And all these points, I'm going to move them this way too. Touch here. Touch here. Also to touch here. Is that taken? So all those lines you're seeing will be taken since it is a square prism. I'll be taking it at this point. To come here. This one too. I'm taking here too. Then the last one. taking it 2. Okay, this last one. Now taking it 2. Then all this. Now taking it 2. Then here 2. Now taking it. Now if you're wondering why didn't I take in this, you see why I did not take in this. Now if you look at this, where 0 meets 0 is here, where 1 meets 1 is here, and also 1 meets 1 here also. You see that? Now the next thing is where 0 meets 0 again is here. You can see that? Then I'm going to join them together. You and here. Then this 2. Then this 2. You see that? So this is the development of this shape here. Are we good? We have successfully brought out the curve of intersection. We also brought out development of what? Of the square prism B, I mean this one. So if you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. Thanks for watching.